What do you think about this? Miriam says C. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Mhm. Now, how can we get to that choice without fail? Well, what's a target, first of all? The idea is that we need to select one word, one verb, something that the populace does in regarding to what? Well, the direct object of this verb is the very habits. Habits of what? Habits related to water usage. So our target is habits of water usage, which is the direct object for this verb, the verb we need to identify. So, what is the clue? What is the passage leading us to believe about these habits of water usage? What did the populace do to these habits? Now, the thing is in the clue. The clue could be this expression, the search of water usage. What is a search of water usage? It means like a peak, you know, a maximum use of water, like spending of water in a very extreme manner. Yeah. The idea is that when there is more water available due to better rainfall, amounts, this can lead to dramatic surge of water usage, that people start using a lot more water than they usually did. And the idea is that this contrasts with what the passage mentions at the end. People had some habits in regarding to the search of water usage, habits that once sustained the city through its drought years. So this is also part of our clue, because we understand that the verb missing should concern the fact that these habits once sustained the city through its drought years. And what is drought? Well, drought means the scarcity of water, when there is not enough water in a place, the absence of rainfall. So when no rainfall or not sufficient rainfall is available, then the amount of water available is limited. And so we can think about, what the habits of people in a region where there is drought could be, right? The fact is that here we know what to expect about these people, because with signals that people are doing something to their habits that once were useful to survive when there wasn't enough water, now that there is a surge of water usage. So, what kind of habits could help people in a place when there is not enough water or not sufficient water, not a lot of water at all? Probably the water should be preserved or saved somehow.
Mhm.
But when you get into a search of water usage, you are doing the opposite. So clearly, what we need is a feeling that means turn to the opposite of something, of those very habits that help people during drought times. So altering makes sense. Instead of keeping their good habits which allow them to reserve water, they started changing those habits, now using plentiful of water, you know, because of more water available due to greater rainfall. So that's why altering is our best feeling. Okay. um, None of the others really help. Engaging in, no, because when you are in a search of water usage, you are using a lot of water without minding the excess. But engaging in those habits would be doing exactly the opposite. If you say engaging, that means you still would be a person very mindful of the amount of water you use, trying to keep, to protect the little water there is. No, that cannot be, cannot result in a coherent sentence. Actually, you need some change in those good habits to be more like more prodigal, right, in your use of water. So that's it. Let's talk about now some interesting um, situations with the answer choices. In a standardized test as the GRE people, um, the choices are not just casual. Okay, it's not that there is one correct choice and four other, any other words that are random. No, they are never random. The other alternatives are picked carefully by the question makers to, if possible, make you trip. Okay? There are trap responses or trap choices among the five choices in text completion questions.